so Wendy doesn't like me cursing, even if it's in a different language. She's like, no, it's still technically cursing. I'm like,
so is that because she thinks then that is their judgment? Is that like religious judgment, or she mean in front of the kids or in front of you?
No, so first of all, it's definitely not religious. Wendy is.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Yeah, stone cold agnostic, but or no, she grew up with no religion, and which is, I know it's like for the folks in the West, it's a little mind blowing, but a lot of Chinese folks grow up with no religion at all. And
they're godless people when they started the virus. I know.
Okay, so no, she views it as it's bad to do it around the kids, but she doesn't like it around her. And that's why living together with anybody is hard, because she's right. If it bothers her, even if I say it in Portuguese, it bothers her, right? On the other hand, I want to be able to curse. And if I'm doing it in Portuguese, which I'm not, obviously I'm doing it in Turkish, okay? But like, come on, you gotta let me curse in Turkish. And then now the kids think like heck is a curse word and frickin' is a curse word. I'm like, look, baby, if heck is out, then I can't communicate with people. I have to start using sign language.
You know, obviously these are all just they're anecdotal stories. We have no evidence. We curse all the time, all the time. I'm not even sure we've cut down, right? And I don't, it's probably not how you think of me, but I like to curse. I got no beef with it, right? And we curse about the same. It was part of the language, and we like to do it, you and I. And Lee sometimes deliberately tries to provoke Josie. She'll be like, "Come on, say it." You know, that guy's he's a right to our 7-year-old daughter, right? And even I'm like, hey, right? And then she'll inevitably afterwards, she's like, why do I do that? Was too much. Why do I? Right? But Josie will not curse. Will not
That's
say
awesome.
damn.
No.
Right.
Please, yeah. I don't know if it's on purpose or accidentally, but that is a master level reverse psychology move on a 7-year-old kid.
Yeah, I mean, we both curse. We don't. I mean, I did it today, not just in the screaming. I mean, she'll say, I'll be like, is that okay? I did it wrong. I'm like, and she's like, okay, and I get it. She's 7, but it doesn't matter. She won't say it. I mean, maybe it'll come bursting out, but it's going to come out anyway, right?
Yeah, I mean, I got news for folks. They eventually learn.
Yeah, they're going to learn.
Yeah, and in fact, Pro's 10. He knows almost all the curse words. Okay,
right.
The trick isn't bottling them up so they never ever learn a curse word. The trick is to raise them in a way that they don't use it in inappropriate context.
That's right.
Which you guys have somehow, in a great 3-dimensional chess move, perfected with Josie. So
that's right. Yeah, and she knows flat out. I'm like, she knows grown up words. Kids aren't supposed to say it. When she hears a kid say it at school, she comes in and tells them. Oh, you're not gonna believe. You're not gonna believe Marcus. Cursed. What'd he say? I can't. And then she was like, what'd he say? I can't say it.
Yeah, if Pro was there, he'd be like, I'll help you out. Let me know. I'll say it.
Let me also just throw in this thing, because we go to school in Los Angeles. There's not one kid in her school named Mark. Right? I mean, everybody's name is something inventive. Everybody's name, the whole school's named Apple.
Yeah, I was gonna say grapefruit.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. Hi, meet my daughter Avocado.
Josie and I had a great game where I guessed names like one night to put her to sleep, except it took an hour. Where I would say, okay, tell me, there's about 120 people at school. I'd be like, okay, is there a Michael? She'd be like, nope. I go, is there a Benjamin? She'd be like, nope, just you. I go, is there a Kyle? She goes, what?
Yeah, that's awesome. That young kids growing up in LA might be like, Kyle's a name?
James, James, who's named James?
Right. Well, now because of LeBron, they might know, but yeah, but that's the last name.
But they'd be like, yeah, it's the last name. That's right.
Yeah. Now, first of all, let's acknowledge that I live in a glass house because I named my son Prometheus, but I named my daughter Joy. And here's look, you got a name you love, go for it, right? if you're stretching to name your daughter Avocado just to look cool, don't do it, right? So, and on the other hand, I also don't believe in naming the kids Bob, right?
I got you. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, joy is obviously an English word. It's a word that I love. It's a name I've loved ever since I knew it existed as a name. But it's not a Christian name. So like it would be weird. Like I've already gave my son a Greek name when I'm Turkish. That's already plenty weird enough. But like naming your son Anthony would be like, wait, why? Right? You're not Christian.
Yeah. You know what's reverse cool though? I mean, the name that you used is that you're not in favor of, right?
Yeah.
Because no one, I mean, imagine how cool it would be to name a kid Bob, not Robert.
Just Bob.
Just Bob.
Not Robert. Yeah, just Bob.
I'm Bob.
Yeah, and by the way, I picked a hilariously ironic example because one of the runner-ups for pro was Tony. I love the name Tony, but I would never name the kid Anthony.
It's crazy. It's why Josie's named Josie. Like she's not. There's no Johanna there. There's no Josephine. Josie. That's it. The name you want to call the person is what their name should be.
All right, thanks for watching this free clip of Old School. Don't forget to become a TYT member today for the rest of the show and for more exclusive content throughout the network. Join now at tyt.com/join.